I'm Athanasia Mowinckel. I work as a staff scientist for the Center of on Lifespan Changes in Brain and Cognition at the University of Oslo. While my main work is as a scientist, I do a lot of work that requires a lot of coding and specific things to make my work a little bit easier. And lately, over the last 2 years, I started wrapping the different scripts and whatever I had into packages so that other people could use it. And I found that in general, people seem very thankful to open software that I make and contribute back to it. And it's really fun developing, even though it's just a side project for me. It's a very cool community to be a part of. And yeah. So this particular project that I want featured on Hacktoberfest this year is an R package called ggseg3d. It's a package that helps you visualize three-dimensional brain meshes directly in R using Godal and Plotly, for those who know Plotly. It's very, very convenient when you work with brain data like I do, which inherently has 3 dimensions. They can be quite hard to visualize easily in a program like R. But using Plotly, I found a way that I could actually represent the brain in its full 3 dimensions interactively, even so it would be easier for me and my coworkers to work with the brain imaging data directly in R instead of having to go back and forth between the statistical software we use, which is R, and other like specialized brain imaging software. But there are quite a lot of challenges in this project. And since I'm not a developer and I don't have a background in it, it's also not my full-time job. It's sometimes been hard to keep up the development of it and get it where I want it to be for it to be truly user-friendly. So, but I think its utility is really quite wide if we get it working even better. So that's why I thought it would be good for Hacktoberfest. At this point, I'm thankful for any contribution people can give, even if it's just trying to install the package and run through the user vignettes, the tutorials, to see if it works on your system or where it's failing and not, so that we can start making issue tickets so we can try to solve whatever problems people might be having on their systems, or improving the user tutorials so that it's more easily understandable how to use the package and what types of utilities are in there. That would be amazing. If you are a more advanced R user or know other software that would integrate into this package, we do also would love to have help on more in-depth problems that we have in the package. We try to make issues about them, but at the moment, it's a very inefficient way it's working. It's quite slow. It's very, very large in size. And I have ideas for how that could be better, but I am not well versed enough in all the languages I need to be able to adapt the package to that. So it would be amazing if someone also maybe who had more experience could come around and give us a hand. But as I said, any type of also user level contribution like documentation would be just amazing to have. You don't need to have a very high skill level to contribute, especially if you want to contribute documentation. The whole package is contained on GitHub. So if you have a GitHub user, you should be able to help out with user documentation in the Markdown documents directly on GitHub without any other sort of software. Other than that, for the more in-depth type of documentation, I think it would be good if you had some sort of experience with R. It doesn't even have to be R development, but to have some sort of understanding of how R works would be good. And for the even more complicated contributions, I think some understanding of GDAL and the Plotly package itself, either through Python or R or whatever, would probably be a good idea. And for the truly complicated part, I think 3D object mesh understanding would be good, like either through these PLI type files or shape files or anything that has this information on 3D brains. But, or not brains even, just 3D objects. I think, yeah, those are the main things. But as I said, we're super happy with just user documentation, so. I think the best place to get started is to go to the GitHub repository and just try and install the package in R and see how far you get. And if you have any problems, start posting issues in the GitHub issues tab about where your process is stopping and what kind of error messages you're getting, so that we can start getting some sort of idea of what the problems are. Otherwise, also, I have decided that I need to start writing down all the ideas I have for the package, which I'm going to start doing in the issues tab myself. So you can also just go directly to the issues tab and see what sort of developmental help I would appreciate someone to look into. And just tag me. I get any notifications on GitHub on these repositories. Tag me and ask for more elaboration or help if there is an issue you want to tackle and see if you can help along with.